What's the secret to becoming a millionaire? I'm going to tell you in this video, even though I'm not a millionaire, but trust me, it's not just been coming from me, just watch the video. Quickly film my intro. Right, slightly shorter video this week. When I say slightly, about 15 minutes shorter. Right, James, first secret to becoming a millionaire, what is it?
I've no idea because I've got no money.
Now, I know on YouTube there is a lot of about drop shipping, passive income, all this kind of stuff. Trust me and believe me, that is all absolute There is no way you can start a business where it's dead easy and it's a piece of cake and you're just rolling the money in passively. It just doesn't exist, I'm sorry. If you disagree with me, you can comment and all that kind of thing, but I'm just not having it. And there's a lot of it on YouTube, which is just, it does my head in. Running a business is extremely difficult, and anyone that has started it, yes, people do start drop shipping businesses and do really well, but anyone that has done, trust me, has worked their absolute arse off, and it's been really difficult for them to get to a decent level of revenue. Passive income, if you want to get to a point where you're actually getting in revenue and you're not really doing much every month and you sat having a cigar in the Caribbean or whatever, then you've probably built your business up over years and it's taken ages, a lot of blood, sweat and tears to get to that point, and someone else is running it for you. Otherwise, there's no such thing as making a business dead easily overnight and just raking all the money in from it. So the number one secret to becoming a millionaire, unfortunately everyone, it's work. And don't just take my word for it. Some other people agree with me as well.
22 hours a day, or like what? How many hours?
Just working, yeah, so 7 days a week, sleeping in the factory.
You ever worry about yourself imploding? Like it's just too much?
Absolutely.
Putting in the work. There is no quick cure. The hard work matters.
So it's a lot of hard work and it's a lot of worrying constantly.
So yeah, in short, listen, you can't start a business and it be an absolute breeze and all of a sudden you're raking money in. I've said it before in other videos, it takes an unbelievable amount of work, the hardest work you'll ever have to do in your life.
No one should put this many hours into work. This is not good. And people should not work this hard. They should not do this. It's very painful.
People like Elon Musk, Gary Vee, etc. aren't just saying that for a reason, they're saying that because they've been there and done it. It's going to take an inordinate amount of work, so you need to be prepared for that.
Trying to build a company and have it succeed is like eating glass and staring into the abyss. And it can be very, very painful for several years.
And by the way, look at people like Mr. Beast. He was doing videos on like Call of Duty and Minecraft for years before anyone had even heard of him. And then he started doing videos saying Logan Paul 100,000 times or whatever. He put in unbelievable amounts of work and time and effort into making videos nobody was watching, in the belief that one day he'll get to 1 million subscribers, and now look at him. So he's a great example, especially if you want to start a YouTube channel or that kind of thing. You've got to persevere and you've got to keep going. Otherwise you'll end up like most channels and just give up after a few videos where no one's watching. A bit like my channel now. Nobody is watching my videos. No one gives a about my videos. I'm getting like 40 views per week. I've just got to keep persevering, just keep going, just putting content out, just putting videos out every week. And who knows, eventually, one day I might make it to 200 views in a video. You never know. Also, to deal with the hard work that comes with starting a business, to get through it, you've got to be passionate about what you're doing as well. I said it on a video a few weeks ago. You've really got to do something you enjoy, otherwise you're just going to give up.
You have to have a lot of passion for what you're doing, and it's totally true. And the reason is because it's so hard that if you don't, any rational person would give up.
So you really need to be doing something you really enjoy, otherwise you're just not going to be able to put up with that and you'll go, forget this, I can't be bothered dealing with this, it's not worth it. But if you enjoy it and it's something that you really love doing, then you'll persevere and get through it and then reap the rewards at the end. For example, if you start a drop shipping business where you're selling Nike trainers on Shopify or whatever, and you're not really that bothered about trainers, you just think it's going to be easy money. Once you get into running the company and realising how hard it is, you then go, well, I'm not actually that bothered about trainers either, so you're not going to be passionate about it, you're not going to be interested in it, you're going to give up. So, the secret, unfortunately for everyone, is hard work to really make a successful business and to become a millionaire at the end of it. The second big takeaway is to be passionate about what you're doing and to really enjoy it, and that'll help you persevere through all the difficult times. And the third takeaway from this is patience, and a lot of patience.
So many things go wrong when you're starting a company, and often I think people ask, what mistakes should you avoid making? And my answer to that question is don't even bother trying to avoid mistakes, because you're going to make tons of mistakes, right? And the important thing is actually learning quickly from whatever mistakes you make and not giving up.
Now, patience is absolutely vital, because that is the main ingredient for when you want to go from nothing to getting a decent sized warehouse like this. In those days when you're starting your business and you grind and it's really hard work and no one's heard about you and you're really struggling and it's just really grim, you've got to be patient and believe that you're going to at some point get somewhere decent and start getting to the £1 million revenue and all that kind of thing.
There are things every single year of Facebook's existence that could have killed us or made it so that it just seemed like moving forward and making a lot of progress just seemed intractable, but you just kind of bounce back and you learn, and nothing is impossible. You just have to kind of keep running through the walls.
Flashing light. That's really what I need, isn't it? You can't build a business or get to where you want to in life without having to deploy patience at some point, unless you win the lottery. I actually think lack of patience is what holds loads of entrepreneurs back. Loads of people that want to make it in business, they fall at that hurdle where they think they want it straight away. They want it in a year or 2 years or whatever, because they've seen a load of rubbish on Instagram and on YouTube. One of the best pieces of advice I heard was from Richard Branson on the How I Built This podcast, where he said, when you feel like quitting when you're running a business, that's the point where you need to work harder, because that's the point where most people do quit. These are so good, by the way. Love these peanuts. I hope that was helpful, that was good insight. Please let me know what you think down in the comments of this kind of more quicker video, aka not a 20-minute video. Hope it was interesting, hope you enjoyed it. Please do subscribe. Please do like my videos, I really appreciate it. If you want to dislike my video, just stop. Just don't do the dislike and comment a load of abuse instead. That'll be much better rather than disliking. Thank you very much. See you next week. That's it, done.